here in the 2F Spiel booth, and we're talking to none other than Friedemann Friese. If you needed actually any introduction, I think the green hair probably gave it away. Yeah. I feel like I should have maybe done something a little bit with my head to prepare for this.
Okay.
So you always have some great games here at the con, and you've got some new ones this time that we're going to talk about. Before we get into those, I've always just wanted to actually get to pick your brain a little bit and talk about maybe how you got into game design, how long ago that was, and if you remember some of your earlier stuff that maybe people loved, or back then maybe there were some things that people didn't like.
Okay. This is my 20th year as
20 years.
20 years now. I started in 92 in Essen here with Landlord. This will
Landlord, absolutely.
So it was the first one, and of course I started earlier, but the first time I went here is 21 years ago. I went here as a visitor and said, okay, there are guys just making some games, and it's possible, probably I can do that too.
Absolutely.
And so I started off, it was just, out of some kind of idea, okay, maybe I'll try it. And then it was, Landlord was kind of success. And,
it worked out not too bad.
Yeah.
So at the show this year, obviously the big guy as far as what I know about is Copycat.
Okay.
Which looks fabulous, and it's your own design, but you've kind of made fun of borrowing mechanics from other popular games.
You can say stealing. It's no problem. It's a copycat stuff. It's just the idea was starting off with just looking at the top 10 at 14 Geek and look what's in there.
Absolutely.
And, it was some kind of, I saw a lot of deck building stuff coming out after Dominion. A lot of worker placement came out from COLESON and Agricola. So it was kind of necessary, if you do something like that, to have a deck building mechanism and a worker placement mechanism in there. So therefore I had Agricola and Dominion in that.
Cool.
And then I looked at Through the Ages, and I found out these scale where you buy the cards with these 11 spaces, and some spaces are more expensive because the cards come in. So I exactly copied that and put it on the board. And so I have a Agricola Through the Ages board, and you start the game with 10 cards with 3 victory points and 7 money. So it was kind of, shuffle it and draw 5 cards. Some kind of game.
Absolutely.
And so I started this off. It was just in my Friday project, the blogging stuff, where I'm absolutely free to do whatever I like.
Cool.
So I was not really thinking of publishing it first. It was just try out if it works out. And then in the beginning there was some kind of 7 wonders within it because of some drafting of the cards and shifting stuff. But it doesn't work out. So it was just thrown away. And now this game is on these 3 pillars.
Right.
There's some Puerto Rico in there, some other things, but mainly these 3 games are in there. And it went on, and on someday it was only mechanics, and someday I said, maybe we find a theme for that. We had a lot of stuff going on here in Europe with politicians buying doctor titles and taking money from the industry for benefits, something like that. And it was these buying of doctors. It is like these, because the name from the Friedemann was in the beginning, because I wanted to have a copycat name.
Right.
And if you buy a doctor, you're a copycat in a kind of way, because you copy paste stuff and put it out as your own. So it went very well to do that. So it was a perfect theme, and therefore there are a lot of so there's a card with Putin on it, there's a card with Angela Merkel with Bush on it, there's a Gaddafi card in there, something like that. So it's international political, Berlusconi is in there. So there are a lot of political cards in there which doing something. So you get the money in it, you get the workers to the office, to the political government's offices to get influence, to buy new cards for your deck, and build up your deck. And of course you go for victory points around the Kramerleiste.
Right.
Of course, and it's a race, so if you have 95 or more points, whoever in the end round wins with the most victory points. So this was this, and then we decide what to do with the cover. And it was some kind of, we're thinking about this political stuff, and what is if you think of politics, what is the image you have? And if you look internationally, you find these Obama stuff. You find these campaigns. This is so so in the mind of all. So we thought, okay, we have to put a cover with this campaign on it.
Absolutely.
And then we thought of, and then the Harald in the artwork said, yeah, if we do it right, you have to put you on the cover. I said, yeah,
perfect.
You're right. And then it took me one day to accept it because it is some kind of, first you have to think about it.
Right, absolutely.
And then he did it, and it was great. It looked like this. It was just, it is absolutely good because in the box there's nothing from me. And on the box it's me, so this is Copycat, because I put me on the box and nothing in from me in there. So this is absolutely, from the concept-wise, the right thing.
Well, I think you're the only one that could actually get away with just purposefully stealing and making probably what's a brilliant game out of doing that. I don't know if anybody else could get away with that.
And it's just getting away. I just asked Donald X for using it. I asked Uwe Rosenberg and I asked Lab Lada. I asked Jay as a company and Hanno as a company of Lookout and Fetcher. So I asked everybody and they gave me permission to do so.
Exactly. And you're not really competitors anyway. You know, I mean, you're all trying to make good games. You love playing each other's games. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, it's good. It works out very well, and it's very well accepted. And people really love it. The good part about the game is you can just start because you know everything what's going on.
Right, exactly. You're already familiar with it.
Yeah, it's absolutely familiar. So you don't have to really have to learn something new.
Cool. Cool. Well, Copycat sounds awesome.
Yeah.
What I was wanting to know is, do you have any secret plans that you're working on, some games that are coming up in the future that you can maybe tease us about? You might not have names, but anything that you might think people would be interested in.
The problem with secrets and telling about secrets is that they are not secrets anymore after they're...
Nobody will ever hear this.
Okay. No, it just...
But
of course,
today
is Friday. We played my new Friday game.
Right.
It is open source, so it's not a secret.
Absolutely.
It is about distributing the candy on the board, on the game table to the players.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So you have whatever snacks come to the evening. You put it on the table and play a game. Who gets whatever out of it? So this is the new project. The problem is that you only need the rules. So I don't know how to publish this as a product. But it doesn't matter. It's just a Friday project, and then Friday project I just
here we go.
Yeah, I do something. Yeah. So this is the plan to do something for the next year with this idea.
Awesome.
I don't know how to do that. Because I cannot sell candy because it is other law stuff and I don't know this permission to sell some food stuff. I don't know anything about it. I don't want it. So I cannot not sell any foods. So this is for the future thing to do, and we're always looking for old games to put out again. Like this year, the Fundstücke was published 10 years ago in a very, very, very low 130 copies only, and now we decided to make it again. So we are working on doing some old stuff again. And I'm working, of course, on. I'm just working on a big game for not my company for next year.
Absolutely.
And I'm working on a huge project for 2014.
Oh, okay.
Because it's that huge that I cannot manage it to make it for next year.
Wow, we'll mark that on our calendar then. And we'll check back with you in 2 years.
It is huge.
Okay. Absolutely.
Now, it's kind of destroying my mind because
Are you getting ready to run out of titles for games though? Because there's only so many 2F titles that you...
It is not only 2F, it's just only every word has to start with it.
Just has to start with F, that's it.
There are some 3F, 4F, only 1F titles, so it's just not necessary for a 2F title.
Gotcha.
So it has to be F. Germany is some kind of better for F words. Okay, this F word is some kind of existing, but...
F words has a completely different connotation in the States.
But I don't know when it comes from.
Well, Friedemann, we know you're busy, so we appreciate you taking time out, talking to everybody about your new games. We look forward to seeing anything that you come up with in the future. Maybe we'll set a date next year and hook up and talk about what you have new next year.
Yeah, great.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
I'd like to see you again.
Absolutely.
Okay, great.